10th class social science. I am going to introduce about the SS2 lesson chapter number 3, that is about human resource development in India. Once again you read it, human resource development in India. Actually the population or human beings are an asset to every country. In your family also, the family members or the human being in the family are a real asset. Sometimes if we do not care or prepare it in a or train it in a proper way, then sometimes the people became a liability to the nation. So each and every country are trying to make their human resources or the population as resources by varying ways. So students, through this lesson you are going to learn about the different human resource development strategies adopted by the India's government. Before entering into the class, you want to know about what is human resource development. The human resource development is the all-round development of man's physical, mental and mental abilities. The development of physical and mental abilities through education, through health care and through proper training. What do you understand by human resource development? Human resource development means the mental and physical abilities of human beings are to be developed through education, health care and training. എന്താണ് മനുഷ്യ വിഭവശേഷി വികസനം എന്നതുകൊണ്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്? മനുഷ്യ വിഭവശേഷി വികസനം എന്നതുകൊണ്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് മനുഷ്യന്റെ ഫിസിക്കലായ, അതായത് ശാരീരികപരമായും അവന്റെ ബുദ്ധിപരമായും ഉള്ള വികാസമാണ്. How it is possible? Through education, health care and through training, proper training. So what is human resource development? Physical and mental development of population through education, proper training and through health care. On this way the people become a resource to a country. Okay, now we can look how this is possible or how the human resource development is possible. There are different levels of human resource development. Sometimes individual himself take care to improve his own the resource. Sometimes the nation or the country, they take some measures to improve human resource. Sometimes some institutions, sometimes the family. So we can analyze the different strategies, different levels of human development. The first one is individual takes efforts to develop their own skills. Individual himself take care to improve his own skills. തന്റെ നൈപുണ്യം വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കാൻ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് നമുക്ക് പറയാം, നമുക്ക് വളർച്ച പ്രാപിക്കാൻ, നമ്മൾ റിസോഴ്സ്ഫുൾ പേഴ്സൺ ആവാൻ individual himself take care. That was the first levels of human resource development. Second one, family create an environment for the resource development. Family, നമുക്കറിയാം, family എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? Family invest or give more care to their family members to develop their own skills. അല്ലേ? ഓരോരുത്തരുടെയും ആ കാലിബർ വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി ഫാമിലി എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? മാക്സിമം അവരൊന്നുമില്ലെങ്കിലും വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തിന് വേണ്ടി കൂടുതൽ തുക ചെലവഴിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി തയ്യാറാകും. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഫാമിലി മെമ്പേഴ്സിന്റെ ഹെൽത്തിന് കൂടുതൽ പ്രാധാന്യം കൊടുക്കും. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ഫാമിലി കെയർ family create an environment to develop human resource development. Finally, various institutions And agencies provide social or human resource development strategies. Last one, the nation provides necessary facilities to improve social or human resource development. These are the different levels of human resource development. First one is individual take efforts to develop their own skills. Family creates an environment to improve the human resource. Third one, different agencies and institutions provide facilities to improve human resource development. Fourth one, a country or a nation provide various institutions or facilities to improve the human resource. These are the different levels of human resource development. Isn't it? So now we can move to the features of human resource. What are the different features of human resource development? Features. Mainly there are two levels or we can broadly classify the features of human resource development into two categories. One is quantitative features and other is qualitative features. We can broadly classify the human resource development features into two categories. One is the quantitative, other is qualitative. Very beginning itself, I told you that human resource development means the physical, mental development of a person. The physical and mental development of a person is possible through quantitative and qualitative methods. We can analyze what is quantitative methods. Quantitative methods refers to the quantity or the amount of population or number of population. Quantitative aspect means അളവാണ് അല്ലേ എത്ര ജനങ്ങളുണ്ട് ആ ജനങ്ങളുടെ കാറ്റഗറി എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് എന്നാണ്. And qualitative means some measures are taken to improve the quality of the people through education, health care, etc. included in the qualitative aspects. Once again, we can broadly classify the features of human resource development into two categories. One is quantitative analysis, other is qualitative analysis. Through quantitative analysis, we explain about the population, number of population, structure of population, sex ratio, then death rate and birth rate, etc. And on the other hand, the qualitative aspects. In the quantitative aspects, we put the health care, education, various training, etc. are included in the qualitative aspects or feature of human resource development. മനസ്സിലായിട്ടുണ്ടോ? ഹ്യൂമൻ റിസോഴ്സിന്റെ മനുഷ്യ വിഭവ ശേഷി വികസനത്തിന് രണ്ട് പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട സവിശേഷതകളുണ്ട്. അതിലൊന്ന് ക്വാണ്ടിറ്റേറ്റീവ് ആണ്. ക്വാണ്ടിറ്റേറ്റീവ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന്റെ അളവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടതാണ്. അപ്പോ പോപ്പുലേഷന്റെ അളവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? തൂക്കമാണ് അല്ല. പിന്നെയോ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് പോപ്പുലേഷൻ, പോപ്പുലേഷന്റെ ഘടന, എത്ര ജനസംഖ്യയുണ്ട് അതിന്റെ ഘടന, അതിൽ പ്രായമായവർ, കുട്ടികൾ, യൂത്ത്, അങ്ങനെ ഡിഫറെന്റ്. അതാണ് സ്ട്രക്ചർ ഓഫ് പോപ്പുലേഷൻ. Density of population, that all I will explain it in detail in later. Now we can broadly divide the human resource development features into two, quantitative and a qualitative. Okay, now we can examine about what is quantitative aspects, which are the points included in the quantitative aspects. Size of population, density of population, growth of population, population structure. Student, you look here. This is the quantitative feature of human resource development. Under the quantitative features, we can include the size of population. Size of population means number of population residing in a particular period of time at a particular place. That is size of population. Density of population. Density of population means the number of population residing in a square kilometer area. Then growth of population refers to the growth rate of or the percentage growth rate of population on a fixed period of time. Population structure. Population structure explains about the number of population living in a country based on their age level 0 to 14, 14 to 59, 60 above. These are the different type of population structure. Sex ratio. So we can explain it in detail. The size of population. I told you that human resource development features are broadly divided into two categories, quantitative and qualitative. Under the category of quantitative aspects of human resource development, we can divide or we can explain through different points. First one is size of population. What is size of population? The number of population of a country is known as size of population. So the size of population, how it is calculated? There is an authority to calculate the number of population of a country. In India, the Population Registrar General. The Population Registrar General is the authority to collect information about the human resource. As per census, the census is conducted every 10 years. 2021. This year, we want to commit a new census. According to 2011 census, the India's population is up to 121 crore. As per the Population Registrar General Office in India, about 121 crore people reside. The size of population of India is 121 crore according to 2011 census. So through the population census conducted by Population Registrar General or Central Statistical Organization is the authority to collect information about the population. So through this population census, we can easily understand the population structure, density of population, the sex ratio. These all are to be measured through the census. And July 11 is the World Population Day. Students, you studied about the first point mentioned in the quantitative feature of human resource development, that is the size of population. The size of population is, or the estimation of population features are conducted through the Registrar General of Population Registrar General. In India, CSO is the authority. Central Statistical Organization is the authority to conduct census. Census are conducted in each 10 years. So as per 2011 census, India's population become 121 crores. So through census, we can understood about density of population, sex ratio and dependency ratios. So next one is density of population. What is density of population? Density of population. Number of population who resides in a square kilometer area are known as density of population. Number of population resides in 1 square kilometer area. ഒരു ചതുരശ്ര കിലോമീറ്ററിനുള്ളിൽ താമസിക്കുന്ന ജനങ്ങളുടെ എണ്ണത്തെയാണ് ഡെൻസിറ്റി ഓഫ് പോപ്പുലേഷൻ അഥവാ ജനസാന്ദ്രത എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഡിഫറെന്റ് ഇൻ ഡിഫറെന്റ് ഏരിയാസ്. കമ്പാരിറ്റീവ്ലി in the urban areas the density of population is high, and in the rural areas density of populations are very low. Kerala has a high density populated states because Kerala's geographies are like that. In the plain lands of Kerala density is very high, so the density of population is very essential feature of human resource development. Once again, what is density of population? The number of population who resides in 1 square kilometer area are known as density of population. Next one, population growth rate. What is population growth rate? That is calculated in percentages. Population growth refers to the increase in the number of population in an area within a specific period of time. Increase in the number of population of an area at a specific period of time are known as population growth rate. That is calculated in the percentage. അല്ലേ? ശതമാന കണക്കിലാണ് നമ്മൾ പറയാറ്. എന്താണ് പറയാറ്? ഒരു പ്രദേശത്തെ ജനസംഖ്യ ഒരു നിശ്ചിത സമയത്തിനകം വർദ്ധിക്കുന്നതിനെയാണ് ഗ്രോത്ത് റേറ്റ് എന്നതുകൊണ്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. Growth rate refers to increase in the number of population of an area within a specific period of time. That is growth rate. Next one we can look. There are different factors that determine the growth rate of a country. Which are the different factors? Or factors affects the population growth rate of a country. Most often there are 3 different factors. Which are they? There are 3 different factors that determine the growth rate of a population growth rate of a country. That is birth rate. First one is birth rate. Second one is death rate. And third one is migration. What is this? These are the factors that determine the population growth rate of a country. What population growth rate of a country are determined through these points. One is birth rate. What is birth rate? The number of live babies out of 1000 birth. Once again, what is birth rate? Birth rate is refers number of live babies out of 1000 birth. 1000 കുട്ടികൾ ജനിക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിൽ എത്ര കുട്ടികൾ ജീവിക്കുന്നു അതിനെയാണ് ബർത്ത് റേറ്റ് എന്നതുകൊണ്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. The number of live babies out of 1000 birth are known as the birth rate. Next one is death rate. Death rate refers the number of people, the number of death per 1000 people. What is death rate? Death rate is referred the number of death out of 1000 people. 1000 ആളുകളിൽ എത്ര പേർ മരിക്കുന്നു അതിനെയാണ് ഡെത്ത് റേറ്റ് എന്തുകൊണ്ട് റെഫർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ലാസ്റ്റ് വൺ ഈസ് മൈഗ്രേഷൻ. It is settlement of people of a region to another region. What is migration? Settlement of people from one region to another are known as migration. So, birth rate, death rate and migration. Birth rate, death rate and migration determine the population growth rate of a country. We can examine what happened to this. When birth rate increases, then what happens? You think when birth rate increases, the number of population also increases. And vice versa. When birth rate decreases, the number of population or the growth rate of population growth rate become decrease. Otherwise, second point I told you that death rate. The number of deaths per 1,000 people are known as death rate. What is the relation between death rate and population growth? When death rate increases, the population growth decreases. And vice versa. When death rate decreases, population increases. Like that matter, migration. Migration also, when migration increases, that will affect the population of a migrated country. അപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞത് എന്താണ്? ഒരു രാജ്യത്തെ ജനസംഖ്യാ വളർച്ച നിശ്ചയിക്കുന്ന 3 ഘടകങ്ങളാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ പരാമർശിച്ചത്. ഒന്ന് അതിൽ ബർത്ത് റേറ്റ് ആണ്, ജനനനിരക്ക് എന്ന് പറയും. ജനനനിരക്ക് 1000 ലീവ് ബർത്തിന് എത്ര കുട്ടികൾ 1000 ബർത്തിൽ എത്ര ലീവ് ബേബീസ് ഉണ്ട്, 1000 കുട്ടികൾ ജനിക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിൽ എത്ര കുട്ടികൾ ജീവനോടെ ഇരിക്കുന്നു എന്നതാണ് ബർത്ത് റേറ്റ് എന്നുകൊണ്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. ഡെത്ത് റേറ്റ് എന്ന് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് എന്താണ്? ഹൗ മെനി പീപ്പിൾ ഡൈസ് ഔട്ട് ഓഫ് 1000 അല്ലെ, 1000 ആളുകളുടെ കണക്കെടുത്ത് അതിൽ എത്ര പേർ മരിക്കുന്നു എന്ന് കണക്ക് കൂട്ടുന്നതാണ് ഡെത്ത് റേറ്റ്. അപ്പൊ ബർത്ത് റേറ്റ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ പോപ്പുലേഷൻ ഗ്രോത്ത് ഇൻക്രീസ് ചെയ്യും. അത് നേരെ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ്. ബർത്ത് റേറ്റ് ഡിക്രീസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ പോപ്പുലേഷൻ ഗ്രോത്തും ഡിക്രീസ് ചെയ്യും. ഡെത്ത് റേറ്റ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് ആണ്. when death rate increases, the population growth decreases. When death rate decreases, population growth increases. So these are the points. The last one is migration. Migration means settlement of people from one region to another. അല്ലേ, ഒരു എന്താണ് മൈഗ്രേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്? കുടിയേറ്റം എന്ന് പറയും. ഒരു രാജ്യത്തെ ജനങ്ങൾ, ഒരു സ്ഥലത്തെ ജനങ്ങൾ മറ്റൊരു സ്ഥലത്തേക്ക് പോകുന്നതിനെയാണ് മൈഗ്രേഷൻ എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. And next point related to the quantitative aspects of human resource development is the structure of population. That is also very important one. The population studies are very useful for the progress of a country. The government of a country wanted to distribute their resources, various resources, to improve the quality of population. So, the government wanted to know about the various population structure. Population structure is based on the age combinations. We can divide the structure of population into 3 categories. One is 0 to 14, 15 to 59, 60 above. We can divide the entire India's population structure into 3 categories: 0 to 14 years, 15 to 59 years, 60 above. This is the structure of population in India. 0 to 14 and 60 above are dependent. They are dependent. 0 to 14 years are the children. Like kuttigalana. Avarendaane dependent aanu. They were dependent on their parents. 60 above are old age. They are also dependent. ഇവർ രണ്ടും ഡിപെൻഡന്റ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതെന്ത് വേണം? ഒരു ഗവൺമെന്റിന് ഇത് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. ഒരു രാജ്യത്തെ ജനങ്ങളുടെ അവരുടെ ഏജ് സ്ട്രക്ചർ ഒക്കെ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പോപ്പുലേഷൻ സ്ട്രക്ചർ സഹായിക്കുന്നു. That is 0 to 14, 15 to 59. 15 to 59 is the real workforce of a country. They contributed much to the economy of a country. അല്ലേ, 15നും 59നും ഇടയിലുള്ള ആളുകളാണ് യഥാർത്ഥത്തിൽ ആര് വർക്ക് ഫോഴ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുക. ബാക്കി നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ 2 കാറ്റഗറിയും ആരാണ്? ഡിപെൻഡന്റ് ആണ്. അല്ലേ, അവരെ മറ്റുള്ളവരെ ആശ്രയിച്ച് ജീവിക്കുന്നവരാണ്. ഓക്കെ, students, these are the qualitative aspects of human being or qualitative aspects of population. Sorry, quantitative aspect of population. Once again, quantitative aspects of population. The population the features of population are to be divided into two categories, broadly divided into two categories. One is quantitative aspects and other is qualitative aspects. The quantitative feature or quantitative aspects, the quantitative aspects of human resource development are divided into different categories. That is size of population, population growth, density of population, etc. Population structure. So, I told you about the size of population. I told you about census. Told you about the population structure. What is density? And along with this, I told you about birth rate, death rate, and migration. Students, now today's class I am going to conclude by mentioning the main points in this chapter. First one, the chapter is related to human resource development. Actually, humans are a resource. The population of a country are a real asset. What is human resource development? The mental and physical development of a people through education, healthcare, and proper training. In order to examine about the human resource development in India, we can categorize the human resource development aspects into two main features. One is quantitative feature. Quantitative feature refers to the quantity or the size of population, and qualitative aspects is related to the healthcare and education and proper training. So first point is about quantitative aspects. In the quantitative aspects, we studied about the population growth, density of population, birth rate, death rate, migration, population structure. The population census or census are the authority to take information about the population of a country. That is Central Statistical Organization or the Registrar General of Population. Office of the Registrar General of Population are the authority to collect information about human resource in India. As per 2011 census, India's population is about 121 crore. India's population status around the world, or it has second position. The first position goes to China and second place to India. Understood? So India and China are trying to control their population growth rate because of overpopulation. So population studies are very necessary for every government to schedule their resources in an effective manner. So students, now we can match with another topic on next day. Thank you for all.